Hey guys, Sean Lentz here from Appalachian DIY, and today we're going to be reviewing the Land Pride 1260 box scraper. I'm going to go over the things I like and dislike about it, and also how I set it up. Alright, so real quick, we'll go over the things I like and dislike about it. The first being the ripper retention. It's super simple to take these things up and down, and that's something that you're going to be doing a lot. You just take a pliers, pull the tension clip out, and then you can move your ripper up and down. So that's super nice. I really like that because if you're ripping off a hump, you're going to have it set down to the lowest setting. These rippers are set to 2 3/4 inches at their lowest, a 1/4 inch rip, or at 2 3/4 inches above. So there's 3 settings to it, and you're going to be moving them all the time. So if you're ripping off a hump, you'll have it set down, rip the hump off in your yard, put it back to 0, and then just smooth everything out. So you're going to be moving these things a lot. The only thing that I wish they had a little bit more of is adjustability. There's these 3 notches here. I guess you could cut into these and make more positions. That way, if you don't want a super aggressive rip at 2 3/4, you could do something kind of halfway in between that, which would be really nice, because sometimes if you get into some really hard packed material, even in 4-wheel drive, loaded front bucket, this thing just kind of spins out because it just digs in and it acts like an anchor. So if you could kind of do something with a little bit less aggressive than that 2 3/4 inch depth, that would be kind of nice. So I guess we can alter this, but as for right now, we're just gonna deal with it as it is. So that was probably one of the minor downsides, is not having that adjustability to it, which I guess you could add later on if you wanted to actually cut into the ripper. But for just moving them up and down, this is super simple. I use the pliers. If you guys have some gorilla strength, you could probably do it with your fingers. I cannot. So overall construction, I'm really impressed with. Everything is super heavy duty. The bolts are very thick. The metals are thick, especially for your support and also your sidewalls and back blades. Your molding, there is one on the back and one on the front. I really like the back one because it kind of acts like a dozer. It's way better than using your front bucket, and it just kind of smooths everything out a lot better if you just want to kind of push stuff in, push a trench in. So I really like that back one. Everything is bolted up from underneath, and I don't see a big problem with the bolts, or the nuts wearing away under there. They're pretty well protected the way it's designed. So after you wear out your mold board, if you ever do, getting those off shouldn't be an issue. So the only downside I really see to this is the price. I paid around $750 for this one. And this is your 60-inch model. It's made for your 17 to 30 horsepower tractors. If you go, so that's, and it's a Cat 1. So if you go with your BX style ones, they're a little bit smaller. It's a different style, thinner material and gauges and stuff. What's crazy about that is those are about $1,000 for those smaller box scrapers. Why that is, if it's the demand for the BX style Kubota is just so much higher for those, I don't know. But paying $1,000 for a box scraper for such a simple implement like this, in my opinion, is crazy. For material wise, you could probably build one of these on your own for anywhere from $200 to probably $300. Buying your rippers and your mold boards might be a little bit more expensive. I didn't price those out, but just for your steel material, it's going to be super cheap if you're able to actually weld this and build it yourself. So the price tag of $750 being on the lower end to $1,000, I think is absolutely absurd, especially for something like this. So other than the ripper adjustment and the price, those are my only negatives. For everything else, it's pretty much positive for this. I really like it. It works extremely well, and it's a versatile implement for your Kubota. especially if you have property like we do. We're on the side of a hill, so we're always digging into something, making paths and stuff, and just having that ability to level stuff out, especially like dips and humps in your yard, and just ripping it off and filling it really quickly. This is by far the best implement, and probably the cheaper side when you talk about implements, because they can get into the thousands of dollars. So as far as that goes, it is a cheaper one, or maybe a first one that you guys want to buy. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how I set it up. So the best way I found to adjust these box blades is to get them on a hard flat surface like a driveway. And if the sun's out like this, you can easily see a shadow line here, and you can see that the back is higher than the front is. So what we need to do is adjust this. So as it's set right now, the front is down more, so you're going to have your rippers dig in more than the back of your blade. It's going to want to maybe jump up over material more, and you're going to have a really aggressive rip. If that's what you want to do, you can set it like that. If you have it set opposite, where the front is up and the back is down, you're going to be digging more in with your box scraper blade. Digging in may not level off like you guys want. It may dip in and kind of dig into the dirt more. So we need to find that happy medium, and we're gonna level this off. So we want our front even with the back in height, and we can do that by adjusting this bar right here. So as we move this, you'll see that front starting to come up. So what you're doing is you're pushing the box blade back in this direction, lifting this up, and you can see now that we are pretty even over here. We might be a little high here, but you can measure this if you want it like super accurate, but just kind of eyeballing it will make this a lot better. So now we're having an even rip with the front of our rippers, and our box blade is set level with that. So this is going to have a full contact with the dirt to ride on with this ski and just scrape and cut straight across. All right guys, that wraps it up for this video. For this implement, this is probably one that I would always buy as a first implement, because I think it's so versatile to what you can do with it. You have that back dozer blade that you can push dirt around. It levels off everything really nice. Also, especially when you're pulling and ripping material, ripping humps off, leveling out driveways initially, you really can't beat a box blade for doing all that hard, rough work. I really like the way this is built. I wish it was cheaper, of course. Everybody would probably say that, but I am really impressed with how it works out, and I think we're going to get a lot of use out of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Head over to Appalachian DIY for more videos. Thanks again, guys, and I hope to see you next time.